you guys. Welcome to my first live of the week. I might need to go off Wi-Fi if it keeps being weird, but hopefully not. How are you guys doing today? How's your day going? Holy crap. So I just was about to get quiet because I was thinking, oh, Iris is upstairs napping, but she's not. She's not upstairs napping, you guys, because she's a daycare-ish. It's a good friend of mine who was watching my nephew and also Iris and her daughter and son. So it's like there's some kids over there together. But normally I have to be quiet because normally Iris is running around here like a psycho, or napping really is the reason I would have to be quiet, right? And today I do not. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of surreal. So anyway, hi you guys. Hey Stacy. Hey Erin. Hey Darla. Drop in the comments if you guys are watching this live. Drop hashtag live so I can say hi, so I can shout you out, so I can appreciate you. And if you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay in all caps. Replay, just like that. Just like that. So you guys, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk to you about today. And I'm not one of those people that can like plan videos ahead of time and figure out what I'm going to talk about for the week. I just can't do that. I just don't think it's authentic, right? Let me see some hearts and likes, by the way, if you're having a good day. Let me see some Facebook fireworks. Hey, Alex. Hey, Stacy. How are you guys doing? How's your day going? Where are you tuning in from also? Where are you tuning in from? Let me see in the comments. I want to see how many people are close to me and who the farthest person away from me is. You think you're far away? Let me see where you are. So anyway, I was trying to figure out what to make this about, and like I said, I cannot plan videos ahead of time. I cannot plan content ahead of time, like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this, because then when I press go live, if I don't feel like talking about it, or if it's not on my heart to say to someone, then I think it's not the right thing to say. You know what I mean? So I can't do that. I try to be like authentic, and I had an idea for what I was gonna talk about, and then I dropped Iris off, and my heart was like, my heart. My heart was a little bit sad because we've been interviewing nannies, like we've been considering, you know, having someone come to the house and play with her and watch her, and so I could get some work done. But there was also a part of me that really, really wanted her to, excellent Monday in the Bay, yes. Hey Bree, hey Judy, I appreciate you guys. In Atlanta, yes, how's the weather? Jody Okamis. So I was considering a nanny, right? Starting to talk to people, starting to get in the interview process. But there was this part of me that was like, you know, honestly, she's almost a year and a half and she needs to be around other kids, I think. You know, like, do you guys agree that it's really important for kids' development to be around other kids? Like, it's really important that they learn, like, she doesn't know how to share yet. You know, she's an only child right now. She doesn't know how to listen to other authority figures or any of that. Do you guys agree that, like, let me see some likes if you agree, or drop in the comments if you agree. I don't want her to be an only child all the time. Obviously, I plan on potentially birthing another. We'll see. But there was still so much guilt surrounding my having her go to daycare. Like, drop hashtag mom guilt in the comments if you've ever experienced mom guilt. Because I'm with you. Because I'm with you. Like, I think as a society, we are constantly, because we're on social media now, right? I think as a society, we are constantly bombarded with what the expectations are for what it looks like to be a good mom, right? Can I get an amen? Can I get praise hands in the comments? Like, I think that we are always being just punched in the face with, this is what a good mom does and this is what a bad mom does. And the funny thing is, there's judgment no matter what you do. You know, if you choose to feed your child this way, you should have done it this way. If you choose to take your kid to daycare, you should have kept them home with you. Because, do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's literally guilt for every single fucking decision that we make as mothers, placed on us by other people. So I guess what I wanted to talk about is how we gotta let that shit go. Like, I was pulling out of the driveway today for the first time, leaving Iris at like someone else's house other than my family. And I like felt sad. I felt sad. I felt like I wanted to cry a little bit. I was like, oh, you know, I've had the blessing of being able to work at home and have her always here, which has always been amazing, but also a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. It's been a blessing and a curse. Okay. If you saw my video about the truth about children, I basically said they're blessings and they're wonderful, but they're also tiny assholes, right? Kids can be a little bit of a-holes. But so it's been amazing, but also it's been a lot. And there's people that are like, well, oh, you should have your kid at home if you can, and you should raise them at home and be a stay-at-home mom. There's people that push that expectation onto women, right? There's people that are like, oh, well, you should go to work and you should, bring home the bacon and you can do it all and blah, blah, blah. And then there's people on both sides of it that are comparing themselves to the other moms. There's people on both sides of it. They're like, my way's better, this way's better. And you guys, I just want it to stop. I want us, you, all of us to do our part to stop projecting what we believe is best for all children onto all moms, because we don't get to decide what's best for all children, right? We get to decide what's best for our children. It is our decision as parents to decide what is best for that tiny little spirit that we created, not someone else, not someone else. So those little comments people say that make you feel bad, those little judgments that you get projected onto you, I just want you to know that that is their shit, not yours. That you get to decide what's best for your life, for your family, and for your kids. No one else. Do you guys agree? Let me see some hearts if you agree. Because I just think there's too much, these little snide comments people make, oh, well, I decided to do it this way, and blah, blah, blah. Like, listen, that's beautiful and that's wonderful, and I support and respect you no matter what. As long as you are doing your best, you're a good mom. That looks different for everyone, but as long as you love your babies so much and you are doing your best to respect them and to treat them well and to raise them to love themselves, like, that's your best, man. That's your best. So the mom guilt, it's just, it has to stop. It has to stop, whether it's coming from outside of us or inside of us. Like, I know that it's the best thing for Iris to be around other children. I do think that. Like, how many kids do you guys have? How many babies do you guys have? And do you agree that it's good for them to, like, develop relationships with other babies and other kids? I know it is. There's still this part of my heart that's like, oh, man. I have the wonderful opportunity to be able to be at home with her, and I'm not even doing it. But, it's not a long time. It's like 9 to 3. I'm going to do it a few days a week, potentially more. But it will give me the ability to focus on doing what I need to do to take care of me. It is a lot. As a mom, it is a lot to, especially when you are at home, to literally never have a second to yourself, right? It is a lot. We have to do so much. You don't get to pee in peace. There is no peeing in peace. Hashtag no peace peeing. That's the worst hashtag I ever came up with. Oh my God, I gotta stop. I'm gonna take a break. Please, you just go ahead and drop that in the comments, but that's ridiculous. No peace peeing. What? Okay. But, you know what I'm saying? There are so many expectations. As soon as you have created this tiny little creature out into the world that you grew in your womb and gave it all the love, fed it with love, as I almost said, you create this tiny thing, and then your fucking heart is just walking around outside of your body trying to kill itself. I don't know, like, that's the best description of parenting I feel like I've ever come up with, but that's the truth. Like, that is what toddlers do. That is what a lot of children do. They're just trying to push the limits and see how close they can get to death before we stop it from happening. I don't know. But it's hard because you're constantly stressed about them, worried about them, trying to keep them safe, trying to force them to keep living. They don't want to sleep. They don't want to eat when they're supposed to. They don't want to be clean. They could give 2 Fs about what they smell like. Don't care. Toddlers don't give a fuck. But it's hard because your sole focus goes from being you to being outside of you. Does that make sense? So I think it's so important that as moms, whatever it looks like, it doesn't have to be taking your kid to childcare, but it's like whatever it looks like, you find a way to have something that's yours every day. You know what I mean? Something. Whether it's like reading a book before you go to bed because that makes your heart happy, or showering, right? Showering. Like anything that you can do, like what are some of the things you guys do as moms that recharge you a little bit? I think it's so important that we reclaim that. So the reason why I'm not feeling guilty, or I'm doing my best to not feel guilty, and it is hard, is because I know that this is going to be a great thing for me and her. She's going to get to play with other babies, and she needs that. She's going to get out of this house because, man, I mean, I'll go crazy being a baby in this house. She does go crazy in this house. She gets real tired of me. I'll tell you that right now. But also, I'm going to be able to focus on my business and growth and doing the things that I need to do that are important for me only. And it's hard to do that when I'm always trying to protect a toddler from death. You know what I'm saying? Possible. 100% possible, and I've done it. But I do think it's for the best. I do think it's a good thing. Date night. Yes, Bree. Yes. Hey, Carrie. How you guys doing? How you doing today? So I'm just drinking my pre-workout, having some mom guilt thoughts, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna go live. I haven't gone live yet today. I'm gonna unpack this with you guys. Hopefully you understand. And if you are like, I don't know, you're a new mom, or you're a mom that's been a mom for a very long time. How many kids do you have? How long have you been a mom? I think no matter how long most of us are doing it, I think we all still feel like we're learning how to do it every day. There is not a manual that works for all children, because there's lots of books. Yeah, there's lots of information out there. But there isn't like a one-size-fits-all manual. This shit is hard, and you have to figure it out on your own by failing a lot, and that is like a big slap to the ego. But it's the truth. That's what parenting is. You have to fail forward like an effort. It's not easy. So if you have like guilt, like maybe you didn't handle that situation well, maybe that was not the best conversation, maybe you could have been more loving, maybe whatever. Here is my permission to you to let that shit go. You are doing your best, and your best is all that matters. It is. And your babies will not remember that you are perfect. They will remember that you did your best. They will remember that you made them feel loved and respected and heard. And that's all we can do. So if you're struggling with any kind of mom guilt today, I hear you. Let's see some hearts for all the moms that deserve all of the love. It's a hard job. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. But I just wanted to tell you guys that, hi, for the millionth time. I'm pretty sure it's crystal clear at this point. I'm not perfect. And I'm just doing my best. And I'm feeling a little sad because I miss my little baby. But I am also excited for the potential of all of the things. Okay. I love you guys. Drop #value in the comments if this was valuable in any way, or if this was helpful in any way. Bree, maybe you lost your shit on them. Yeah, see, like that happens, that happens. Hey, Hannah. I hope this was valuable for someone. I really do. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching. You're my favorite people. I love Facebook hanging out with you. So thank you for being the best. Here's a wand. Have an awesome day. Okay, bye.